Hey, perfect spirit. I'm Sam Shelley. They call me the Miracle Man. Today I want to talk about the burdens of the past. Are you carrying all these burdens around? Do you feel weighed down? Do you feel anxious? Or maybe when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself. You just see how stressed you are, maybe how your physical appearance has changed. What has gone on in your life? So maybe think of the time you're really happy, really free, and to where you are today. What has changed during that time? What are the stories, the beliefs, the opinions that have changed over the course of time? That buildup over time is the accumulation of head trash. It's building up of the mental junk drawer that we're never taught how to empty this out. So we just carried around this mental hoarder. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can let that go. And just a few minutes a day, we can let it go. Because we have these stories that life is difficult, it's complicated, which is just more stories, more head trash. So what can we do? Get out of that victim state, that everything happens to you, that nothing turns out right. These are just stories. This is the past defining you. So the way you get out of those states is by learning to be here in this moment. You start wherever you are in this moment. Maybe you notice something. Ah, I'm back in this moment. Feel my feet. What am I standing on? That it's all very simple, but the mind makes it complex. So it's really interesting when I do these healing sessions, these healing circles. When you see people, you see that they are carrying the burdens of the past around, that they are dragging them in. I wish I had like testimonials, and the only testimonials will be photos. Pictures before the session, photos after. People are really heavy, sad, depressed. But afterwards, they're smiling, they're happy, they're free. They release something of the past that is no longer defining them. They've freed up some of that head trash that we build up over time. Because we don't even realize that we're building this up. Each day, another piece of head trash, a new belief, a new story, or somebody's reaffirming a story, or you're reaffirming that story that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you're stuck with this depression, multiple sclerosis, heart conditions, cancer, whatever it may be. We're allowing that label to define us, and we're beyond those labels. So when you look at yourself today, look at your happiest self and to where you are today, and ask yourself, what opinions have I picked up? What beliefs have I picked up? What has occurred to me over time that I keep taking with me? Some experience happened when I was 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. But now I'm 35, 40 years old. What had I been carrying around for the last 10, 15 years? Or in my case, I was dragging stuff around from age 6 to age 40s. In my 40s, I was dragging things around. Being hit by a van, that post-traumatic stress, I was dragging it around. And it was coloring every experience I had. So these burdens of the past, how can you free yourself from them? By simply learning to relax, learning to be in this moment where all your power is. Then how you can put these gaps into the stories, into the beliefs, into the thought streams, that we're not wired to be wired all the time. We need to take that break. We need to take that relaxation period. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5, whatever you can spare. You need to dedicate some time to yourself to free yourself. That I'm simply a guide to remember, to help you remember who you really are outside of these stories. We're always filled with all these stories, but they don't have to define us anymore. We can free ourselves from that But can you take those few minutes to yourself of self-care, of nurturing, of being in this moment, to notice when you're getting a glass of water, what that glass feels like, noticing the sound of the running water. These little simple things make a huge difference. If you just practice being mindful for 1 to 2 minutes a day, you will be different in a month from now. You will have greater awareness of this moment. You'll start to reclaim your power. You'll no longer be a victim of life. So when you're carrying these burdens around, you're really a victim of life. And you're not here to be a victim. You were born for a specific reason, to enjoy life, to be happy, to be content. Not in a life of suffering, of pain. We can let all that go, and we can be free right here, right now. Just mentally free. So I know this is late, and you're not going to be able to catch this in time, but that's what I'm talking about tonight, and decluttering this mental junk drawer. That we need to declutter. We don't need to keep pulling and dragging things in. Oh, I might need this for a rainy day, or this, or this, or this. We can let all that go and be right here, right now, mentally free. So just take old photographs of yourself and look at yourself today and ask yourself, what changed? What's different? Because your perfect spirit within you has never changed. Yeah, the body has changed, and the mind has picked up these stories. So just what stories have you picked up, beliefs, that aren't serving you, that you want to throw out, burn them up, because they are not serving and supporting you. We need to throw them out to the best of our ability and let go of any of that criticism, any judgment. Just notice when those stories come, just let them go. There's that story again. What do I see? Oh, I hear water. What do I hear? I hear some water running. And just engage the senses back into this moment. We don't make it so difficult, so complicated. You can let go of the burdens. And as Ernest Holmes used to call the burdens, we're carrying the dead bodies around. We're carrying this heavy, heavy weight, these dead bodies. But we can let all that go. We can be free right here in this moment. But it's a practice of letting go. So stop trying to force things. Stop trying to make things happen. Just relax. Through relaxation, transformation will occur. And once you act on those intuitive steps that I need to go do this or that, and not all this busyness. This busyness is your burdens. Let that go. Unburden yourself. Be free. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Take good care of yourself. All right. Bye for now.